Today, I'm gonna build a boat. If you haven't played this game, it's pretty simple. Build a boat and survive till the end of the course to get treasure. There are 9 unique sections on a water-based surface, and each has its own means to destroy you. But if you manage to get past all 9 and a drop at the end, you win. So my goal is to build a boat as fast as possible and get the treasure. And before we start, make sure to subscribe and comment, it really helps with the algorithm. But anyways, let's get into the server and start our run. I'm going for a boxy boat designed to keep me safe and to conserve time. My boat's going to be pretty simple, but if we just build a regular boat, we'll be at the mercy of the water's speed. The water in this game pushes you along automatically, but it's very slow. So I'm going for a design that includes wheels, a boat motor, and a rocket. The wheels will increase my speed by letting me drive on the water. The motor lets me have steer control, and the rocket just adds a bit of speed until the fuel runs out. With the main power of my build complete, it's time to add a bit of protection. There are rocks and debris scattered along the course, which eventually destroy blocks they come into contact to. To protect me and my ship's core, we'll need a protective barrier on the outside. I'm not going for the prettiest build here, but more so a fast and effective one. And since there's a small chance of my boat completely flipping along the way, I'm going to need a little bit of flip protection. So I build a little stilt on my roof, and my boat's basically complete. All that's left is a control chair. This chair links with my wheels and motor and allows me to steer. And finally, it's time to launch our boat into action. Right away, I use a bit of my rocket fuel on the open stretch to get some momentum going. My boat goes a little haywire, but I readjust it and we're good to go. The first section is pretty straightforward with a bunch of mossy rocks and some butterflies. We can already see that our protective barrier is really going to come in handy. The next place we travel to is filled with more rocks than a bunch of cogs or weird yellow tires. Actually, they're probably gears, but nonetheless, we make it through pretty easy. And now we're in an arcade area. These little space invaders shoot at me directly when I get close to them, so I need to get past them fast before any damage happens to my ship. I pass the first wave and do a nice rocket boost past the second. Doesn't look like I took much damage. Now we boost through into a bowling alley. Looks pretty easy. All I have to do is avoid the bowling ball. Somehow right at the end, a ball aimbots at me and throws me off a bit. Not wanting to hit the pins, I back up right into the next course. Oh, it's a movie theater, that's kinda cool. On second thought, it's not cool. These hammers are flipping me over and I'm flopping around like a fish. I need to get this flippage under control because we're losing time. I'm at the end of the section and still upside down, so I just pray that this hammer flips me back over. And to my surprise, it actually does. Our boat's completely intact and we're getting close to the end now. But apparently in this section, the bricks will literally blow you up. So my barrier is taking massive damage. I hurry out of there and end up in a laundry room. I see a hole and decide I do not want to go inside of it. So I maneuver to the far right of the map, hoping my boat can pass. And for a minute, it looks pretty good. Until I get stuck. I'm not stuck for long, but now my boat's in this really weird position. I'm just hoping I'll be okay. And this place looks fairly easy, it just has lightning and tornadoes, but I think I'm gonna avoid them completely. Unfortunately, this rock breaks my barrier away from my boat, and we still have the hardest course in the game in front of us. I need this barrier or else my boat will completely dismantle, so I back up and tuck myself inside of it. And right off the bat, my barrier is taking huge damage from these rocks. Almost the entire thing gets destroyed within seconds and I'm vulnerable. I still have a lot of rocks to go. It honestly doesn't look too good for me. With my wheels and motor gone, it's basically all up to RNG now. I hit a rock and go into a good angle and literally all my debris go in front of me. By the end of this section, it's just my core. And now we reach the end. If I survive this fall and get past the spikes, I win. If I land on any spikes, I'll be immediately killed. My ship doesn't look great, but I know it can do it. On my fall, I don't land on any spikes. My boat maneuvers into 1 spike and then 2 spikes, and at the end, I finally pass it. I survived the fall and I end up victorious. All that's left between me and the treasure is a small jog. I hit the chest and end the run at a 10:30. This wasn't exactly an optimized run. I didn't have any store-bought items and I couldn't fly, but we did make it out pretty decently. So that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. Check out my other social medias and subscribe if you enjoyed. Also, like and comment, it helps with the algorithm, and have a good day.